So, folks, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the whole idea of emotional literacy. In our lives, with every year, we become more literate in the traditional sense because we have more experiences with reading books, and now I would say figuring out, looking up stuff on the internet to figure out how to make things work. So we're reading more, I think, for information than we ever did in any decade. But we're also reading for pleasure, and we're reading maps, and we're reading all kinds of things because we become increasingly literate in the traditional sense because of practice. So emotional literacy, which is the ultimate literacy, it's the first literacy of life. It's a universal literacy. Every single baby is born emotionally literate. Their little bodies are theaters of emotion. They don't try to hide anything. They're just 100% out there. So the reason we try so hard to help the students understand how the baby is feeling is that we want them to read the cues, and it's very easy to read a baby's cues. Not so easy to read your own or someone else's, but if we can help the children in Roots of Empathy become more emotionally literate and learn how to learn, because most of life, the important learning in life is learning how to learn, not learning things, because as soon as you learn something, there's something to replace it. But emotional literacy is cumulative and it lasts a lifetime, so that every time you give children an experience that allows them to have a little bit of a deeper dive into understanding how a little baby feels, or understanding how they feel simply because you've given them a chance to talk out loud and react. And you know, for some of us, we have to say something to understand what we really feel. Hearing something allows you to refine what you're thinking. And around the Roots of Empathy program, or Seeds of Empathy for that matter, when you allow children to speak about how they think and feel, that the other children hear it in a completely non-competitive and non-judgmental environment, you have deep learning happening, because there is the presence of emotion and the absence of stress. And when you have that, you have deep learning. We don't know exactly what the children are learning, but over the years, we hear back. And the lovely thing is about emotional literacy, when you help them develop the capacity to understand and have a vocabulary for their own feelings, and you give them a whole year where they have the license to speak about how they feel and to hear how other people feel, that is a skill that will build. And, you know, I've started saying these days that Roots of Empathy is a gift to the classroom teacher, and the gift to the children lasts a lifetime.